People are saying that these are the crispiest potatoes on the internet. And as the potato queen, of course, I've got to give them a go. These are crispy laced potatoes, spiralized potatoes, deep fried and dipped in whatever substance you want them in. It seems like quite a faff and also could go wrong in a few places. So let's see if it's worth it. We're going to start off by spiralizing potatoes. So I'm in the UK, so I'm using Maris Pipers, but if you're in the US, use Yukon Golds. I believe they're going to be the best option for you. This spiralizer is quite interesting because it isn't the one that you might always see chefs using. In Chef World, we use like this big Japanese one. But I've run out of space in my kitchen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. So we've gone for this compact one, which looks like a cocktail shaker, and I kind of enjoy it. And it's also and it's working fairly. Can you see it's like a strand of DNA? That looks great. Now, the recipe that I'm actually following is Byron Talbot, because the crisp on his potatoes were phenomenal. Can I get that crisp as well? I've challenged myself. I want a crispy potato. Now, let's cut to some slow-mo sexy shots of a potato getting spiralized. It's very sexy. I don't think it's giving the vibe that I was expecting it to, but here we are. I tried. My feedback more recently has been to be less crude, which is very difficult for me, and more Nigella. So I'm trying. Let me know if you think it's working. So far, you've got some kind of terribly stringy potato falling out the base of a container and some slow-mo spaghetti looking situation. Anyway, next bit, we're now going to wrap the spiralized pieces of potato around, I'm just using this meat fork, into sort of a new potato sort of shape. So we're just, oh, I feel like I should be knitting. And we just keep going until we've got a nice thick tuber. Is that Nigella? Thick tuber? This is good fun, actually. I don't know if it's just me. I quite like doing repetitive things over and over again. So this really tickles my fancy. Nigella. Part of me is getting really annoyed at the perfectionism that it's not completely straight. This is good. I think I'm gonna go bigger, but I've got to say, I think this spiralizer is actually, it's all right. It's a good cheap option, but I think if you're looking for serious perfection, like I am at 24/7, I don't know if you can tell, I think get the Japanese one. I think, you know what? Do you remember when courgette spaghetti was like the big thing? That's perfect for it. I think they're quite big in Byron's video, these, and I just need to tuck in these ends and shape it up. Get in there, you. Oh, I broke it. Well, that will do. It decided it had finished, so that's what we're gonna go with. This beautiful, it's like a mummy. Yeah, like an Egyptian mummy. You deep fry these first on the fork at 150 degrees Celsius. I've got quite a small basket. I'm just going to baste with the hot oil as well. So we're not looking for much colour here. We're looking for them to actually cook so that the potato on the inside is all cooked. So the bubbles that are coming out is the water from the potato. So the steam that's generating inside of this is going to cook from the inside out and cook the potato. What we don't want is to have a crispy potato on the outside and then raw potato strands in the middle. Turn it over just so that backside gets, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I literally knew that I was going to drop in and I still did it. Hang on. Oh dear. Come on, you. Oh, actually they look perfect as well at the minute. So this is it's a little bit of colour, but it's not absolutely loads. Ghost towel, but I can see that they're getting cooked all the way around. So I'm going to get this off and onto a tray. Slide that off. We slide that off. We slide. They don't show you this in the video. Oh my God. I've now made a mini. It's a mini one. It looks like a beehive. You know the ones that are in a tree? Hey, there's one. I'm gonna crack on with the rest. So here we have 4 of the potato laces which have had their first fry. You can kind of see there's varying levels of success with this. So we've got, this is like Mr. Messy from the Mr. Men. Then they just get smaller and a bit more golden. I think actually this one's probably the perfect one that I'm going to second fry at 160 degrees Celsius. They were fun. They were interesting to make. But let's just crack on. Let's just crack on. So it's going into the deep fat fryer. I'm looking for that perfect golden, lovely little crispy outside, but still softness in the middle. I'm just going to baste it as it cooks so that everything gets cooked evenly, because I don't want any of it to get overcooked in certain areas and undercooked in others. So carefully using a spoon just to baste the hot fat onto it. I actually think it's time to get it out. That hasn't been very long at all, but I don't want it to go any further. That looks good. That looks good. It looks crispy. It's got a lovely, sugar. Lovely golden texture to it. Bloody hell. I'm gonna get it out. Okay, so here we have our beautiful crispy golden potatoes. Final little bit of salt. I'm excited. Cheers. That is delicious. Look, there's a little hole in the middle. Can you see it? They're tasty. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but it tastes like fried potato. It's exactly what you want. I will say this though, it's a lot of effort. I think if you just wanted to make these on a whim, on a whim. I was like, say the right thing and then I said the wrong thing. On a whim, if you just be like, I want to make these crispy potatoes, just get ready to really put some effort in it. It takes some time, but they are super crispy. They are delicious. I think as an alternative, you want it something a bit quicker, maybe shoestring fries or something like that. So overall, they are crispy, they are tasty, they are fun to kind of eat and chew, but they were quite a lot of effort. So I think as a little rating for them, crispiness, 10 out of 10. Effort, a lot. And I think, what should I actually give them overall? Overall, these are, I mean, they're potatoes, so they're gonna be high for me. These are a solid 8.8. They're an 8.8 out of 10. They're just quite a lot of effort. Have I mentioned they're a lot of effort? Have I told you they're a lot of effort? It probably has a knack to it, which I haven't quite got yet, but delicious all the same. I want to eat this one. Let me know if there's any other mad potato recipes that you want me to try, or anything viral that you've seen. I like to know what you think. Like, subscribe, hype, follow, all that jazz, and stay tuned for more potato chaos. Ooh, yeah, they're like little crisps.